Hey guys, Anthony, 4x4 Diesel, just packing another injector kit for someone, and I've come across a problem or a couple of problems, and it keeps coming up over and over again. So this is the 5 top mistakes people are making when it comes to looking after the vehicle, some checks and replacing injectors. Now you know you can get the kit off us or not, it doesn't matter, but the first one is, okay, top 5. So there could be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but I'm just going to go for the top sort of 5 that come to mind, and one of them is just watch where you get your injectors from. We only recommend brand new, genuine injectors, fresh stock. Now, I'll just quickly mention you can get Chinese copies, right? Just be, look, you know, you can buy off eBay if you want, but just be careful because there's a lot of, anyway, let's not go there, right? So if I wouldn't buy off eBay, there you go. There's a lot of places that they don't know what stock they're getting and what they're selling as well. You just got to be really careful what injectors you end up with. Okay, so there's Chinese copies, there's remanufactured, there's other brands, and we only recommend brand new, genuine. And buying from a Toyota dealer, if they're in Toyota boxes, then that's what you're going to get. You don't know how old the stock is, and you don't know if they've been dropped and thrown around in those big boxes. They're a bit loose in there. You don't know the condition of them, but at the end of the day, they should be right. They also supply Denso brand, which come in the blue boxes. They could be quoting on that. And in the blue boxes, you can either get new or remanufactured, okay? So you got to be really careful. And this is one of the key reasons a lot of people do buy the injector kits from us. It's not all about the injector kit though. So the first mistake is the injectors, where you're buying the injectors from and what you end up with. Let's just assume you've gone wherever and you've got that, right? That's all. Let's just assume you've got this kit from me, right? This isn't the full kit. There's a couple other bits and pieces. We're putting this one together for Jed at the moment, and I just come across in the notes there's a couple of things relating to him, and it's also happened with other people. So you get your injector kit, awesome, you get all the right parts here and everything, or you got your right information, and then you don't join the VIP group and you don't watch the videos on how important it is to get the right person. You can watch the videos, which is training for yourself. If you watch all the videos, there's about 8 full detail injector replacement videos. I mean full detail on different vehicles, different perspectives. You need to watch them all, and you probably need to watch them 2 or 3 times each. So there's quite a bit of time there you need to allow for your own training if you're going to do it yourself, or even just to understand the complications or the problems, the pitfalls that can happen with this injector replacement job. So that leads me to the second mistake, and that is who you trust to do the job, okay? So which workshop, who's doing the installation, which workshop, and who you've decided to trust. Because let's say you get it right here, and I guarantee only brand new, fresh as you can possibly get, made in Japan, or some of the part numbers are made in Thailand, some of the earlier Hiluxes, and that's what it is. That's fine, there's nothing wrong with those. Guaranteed. But if you then take this awesome stuff you've invested in to some workshop we don't know, or you thought you knew, you know how many times we've heard of problems where people have done that? That's why I'm telling you guys, big problem, really think hard. This is not an oil change that gets fixed up again in a couple of weeks when they change the sun plug washer or tighten it up, or you know, it's a big major work. It's heart surgery, and you want to get it right the first time, so that you know, you're not going back in there again for 5 or 10 years is the plan. Closer to 10 years hopefully, right? All the newer injectors, again, much better than the older stuff. We've got 120 Prados with injectors we replaced that are about 5 years old, and the readings are close to like new still. And on the 120s, yes, you can rely on diagnostics to tell you that. So not to say we're not going to probably recommend, you know, the closest, you know, the 7-year 170 might go out to 8 years or a few more Ks. All depends on a few variables, as always. So 1, get the right parts. Then don't make the mistake of going to the wrong workshop or someone that, you know, it's not just a whatever job. A lot of people are that busy, they haven't got time to take the care that's required, okay, when doing these diesel, you know, it's just a precision thing. It's got to be done right. Okay, so number 3. The next one is, but then people say, oh, can you include the gaskets and that? So, because I want to pull the sump off and have a look at the oil pickup. That's your third mistake. Don't pull the sump off. There's no need to pull the sump off to check the oil pickup. You check it through the oil drain hole. You drain the oil out. You should be doing it every service. Less important after you do this job right. We just happen to have some of these seating washers sitting here ready to go. Right, it all comes down to how long these things last and when they leak. If everything's done right and clean, and we're seeing way too much of that, so you'll see another video on that soon. All the vehicles that come in, all the old injectors that have been out before, and the seats aren't clean, they're just not going to last as long. Okay, so how long those seats are going to last all comes down to who did the job, how clean it is, and how well to precision those injectors are torqued down. So one, get the right injectors. Two, don't trust the wrong people for installation. Three, what did I just say? Don't pull the sump off, okay? You just need to check. You need to be really careful. Just take a minute to have a look to see if that oil pickup's really blocked or not. And this goes for all diesels, guys. It's not just 1KDs. That's, you know, we're only supplying you injector kits for 1KDs at this stage. But this goes for all vehicles. They've all got similar injectors, even if they're not the same brand, similar seating systems and that they're not going to last forever. It's simple as that, okay? So understand that. The next, probably fourth one is not replacing fuel pipes. There's still a few people that don't get it, that don't understand, and they sort of don't know why. You just need to go and watch all the videos. That's why you're asking these questions, making these mistakes. You haven't watched the videos, guys. Injector pipes, if there's one key reason, in bold in the workshop manual, it says when replacing the injector, you must replace the fuel pipe, okay? Now, I don't know what Toyota's reasons are, the manufacturer, the engineers who said that, but that should be enough. But if it's not enough, I can tell you that I will not replace injectors and reuse fuel pipes, okay? There's a number of reasons. If you look at our videos, dirty, old, corroded, rusty things that are likely to drop some debris into your new injectors and just write off the whole job. What a waste of time that whole job money was if that happens. Apparently they erode away on the inside. Another diesel shop, which we don't really trust anyway, but they're saying they cut open at least 100 sets of pipes and they're eroding away on the inside, and those debris go to the injectors as well. So let's say there could be some truth in that. Don't know whether there is or not, doesn't matter. Mainly the dirty, filthy things for me. And the next most important one is the leaks. There's so many people that end up with leaks when when people haven't replaced the fuel pipes, okay? So you can reuse these. If you take your injectors out, say you've got a vehicle that you haven't got dirt, dust and stuff around your nozzle seals, as demonstrated in other videos. That's these, you know, they collect a lot of stuff in there, you know, they go around the end of the injector pipe, you know, and you want to pull them out and change your seats at, I don't know, 120,000 to be sure, and run them for another 100,000. That's up to you. You can try that. You can reuse the pipes, but the risk of contamination from all that mess that's in there and around the pipes getting to the injectors, I'd suggest don't do it. Which leads me to the next mistake people are making, and that is still letting people take the pipes off, bend the pipes, rip the injectors out or the cover off that's all dirty, dusty, covered in dirt, to check valve clearances. We don't need to check valve clearances, okay? We need to check valve clearances because, no, we need to replace injectors, and when we do, we should check the valve clearances. But we don't need to check the valve clearances because that will most likely ruin the injectors, okay? So I think we're already up to 5, aren't we? Let's add another one in there. Oh, look, can I get can I get the sealant, or can I get the gaskets to take the sump off? So don't take the sump off. We covered that. And so now I've ordered an injector kit. I've already ordered a catch can. Oh, what are you ordering a catch can for, right? They haven't again. Some people have just sat back and had a giggle, you know, like you just haven't watched the videos, and it's kind of, I understand everyone's busy, but you got to prioritize your life, you know. It's your second biggest investment. You need to watch the videos to get yourself educated so you don't make these mistakes, because you could have just, you know, you've just invested what, $500 into a catch can, that once you understand the two separate systems, PCV and EGR, you wish you spent $10 on that plate with a 7mm hole from K-On instead of the $300 or $400 or whatever it is for that catch can from whoever, right? I don't care. It's up to you. It doesn't bother me if you put a catch can or not. You could put both if you want. I just share the information on experience we've seen, other workshops we communicate have seen, owners have seen, and all the feedback everyone's given us on what the plate does, what the catch can does, and what both does, and of course all our own experiences, which is all in other videos. We're not going to include it here. I'm just giving you the top mistakes, and it is a mistake because they go and watch the videos and they go, right, I get it now. I want to get rid of the catch can, I'm going to put the plate in, and this sort of talk. So I don't know how many we're up to. And the other mistake is, well, probably one of the biggest really, and I sort of might have touched on at the start of the video. I can't remember. That was about 9 minutes ago. I'm nearly done. Not watching the videos, right? So rushing, like, oh, get excited, I need this injector kit quick, because you left it to the last minute or whatever, and you want to get it quick, you want to get this stuff out there quick, and you want to get into the car quick. That's a mistake. You need to slow down, plan more in advance in case I'm away on holidays or taking some leave or whatever, which is going to happen quite regularly and even more and more so. So I hope you're watching this video. Plan ahead. Don't expect to get your injectors, even though you do usually get them next day, day after if I'm around. That's what's going to happen a lot of the time. But things are going to change a bit. You need to sort of get into a pattern of understanding. Sometimes you're not going to get injectors for a month because I'm taking a break because I actually doing too many jobs here. So rushing is a big problem. You need to watch the videos, you need to slow down, you need to plan ahead. You can pay the $500 deposit, get in the VIP group, start doing your homework, so then you can understand. Then when you watch the video on what's included in the kit, which we released I think it's called the latest injector kit information or something like that, came out a few weeks ago. You'll be able to go, okay, I don't need the ultra grey, I got that. Can I have the moly coat because it's too hard to buy that here, or I don't need that. I don't need a crow sweater, I got the tools. Oh, I don't need the dowel, I can whatever. Or tell me what you do and don't want, right? We're not going through what's in the injector kit, but once you know the job, you'll know what you need. You might say, oh, mine's a 2014, I don't need those 4 top seals, I'll save some money there. Oh, I've already cleaned the E-jar, so I don't need any E-jar gaskets. I don't need the manifold gasket, which isn't even pictured here. Like I said, there's some other parts. Anyway, I'm out of here, I'm just going to talk too much. So I think we covered our top. How many it was, I don't know. I'm gonna call it top 5 for the name of the video. I apologise if it's 4, 5, 6 or whatever, but it's something like that. They're the most important things that I thought of and the reasons why I wanted to do this video. Hopefully that's helped you make some right decisions. Please give us the thumbs up so we know we're doing the right thing. And that's a bada bing. If you haven't already, subscribe, turn the bell on so you don't miss the important updates. That's what I'm talking about. Do it the easy way. Subscribe, bell on. It goes bing. You go, when have I got 10 minutes, watch it, and then, you know what, make it 20 and go find another video and watch that, because if you watch a couple, they're just going to put autoplay on, make sure you're on our channel, watch who else you listen to, you're just going to get confused, pick who you're going to listen to, who puts the information there, everything up there that you can see it backs up with the experience and doing the right thing, and that's who you want to listen to, all right? Because there's too many people, a little bit different opinions here or then, and then you get confused, all right? So it's up to you. Watch the information, watch the evidence, and you decide. I don't care what you do or don't buy off me or whether you put a catch can or not. Just trying to tell you, I don't run extra fuel filters. There we go, I just found another one. I'm still talking, and so many people putting the extra fuel filter on. Look, you can if you like. We've talked about that in other videos. I'm out of here. Please subscribe, turn the bell on, give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, guys. See you.